Hello and welcome. This is Laura O'Brien, author and co-founder of the Irish Pagan School. And I'm here today in a little bit of a different video and audio format, where if you're watching this on the video, then you will get the words on the screen, which originally appeared on my blog in January 2018. Or if you're just listening to the audio, then you can just follow along. So here we go. Celtic Woad, an authentic resource. The Celtic tribes, they painted themselves blue with woad and ran naked into battle, right? Got high as a kite to scare the bejesus out of their enemy and improve their ferocity because, as we all know, woad is a powerful hallucinogen, right? We've all seen Braveheart and that King Arthur film on the telly box. They even called the people woads in that, didn't they? Sure, then it must be true. Though seemingly well attested in eyewitness accounts, scholars question the veracity of these beliefs, and that doesn't seem to filter into the body art or Celtic reenactment or even pagan communities with any great speed. Personally, I believe that ancient tribes of Ireland and Britain, such as the Picts and more southern Britons, did utilize methods of tattooing and body decoration as part of their battle, spiritual, and even everyday rituals. Herodian, in the 1st century Common Era, said of the tribes, they puncture their bodies with pictured forms of every sort of animals, and this is the reason why they wear no clothes, to avoid covering the drawings on their bodies. I am inclined, though, to at least challenge the fact that they used woad to dye themselves blue. The most often quoted source for this prevalent belief is the Roman Emperor Caesar's recorded description of the Britanni, a Celtic tribe. It has been commonly translated as, all the Britons dye their skin with woad, which produces a bluish colour and makes them appear horrifying in battle. The original Latin, however, and I'm not going to read that out, sorry, there is a part in it, vitro inficiunt, which could translate classically as stain or dye with glazes or infected themselves with glass. So that obviously makes the translation quite different. The blue color he describes could have been caused by body paint rather than tattoos, or it is possible the tribe used scarification techniques or glass needles to tattoo themselves, but probably not with woad. Why not? So woad that we are discussing here, W-O-A-D, is in Latin Isatis tinctoria. Although it makes a wonderful indigo dye for materials, a safe biodegradable natural ink, and is also showing usefulness as a wood preservative, it's pretty crap as a body paint or a tattoo ink. It's extremely caustic. When used as tattoo ink, it literally burns itself to the surface. And though it heals fast, it leaves an excessive amount of scar tissue. Alas, none of that is blue. It is possible that Celtic tribes used copper as a blue color and firewood ash or lamp black for a black color. Traces of copper-based pigments were found on an ancient body excavated from a bog in Cheshire in the UK. This would seem to indicate the presence of copper tattoos of some sort, which would have been colored blue. Of course, we now know that copper is highly toxic and would not use it on or in our bodies, hopefully. From my own experiences with powdered woad, when using it as a body paint, I've had to mix it with something. I've tried hair gel, commercial body glitter gel, and even PVA glue to try and get it to stay on at all. Even then, it streaks all over the place or just dries up and flakes off. It's not entirely reminiscent of a battle-hardened warrior. It also doesn't seem to particularly stain the skin. Perhaps it would stain in certain areas, such as the fingertips or elbows through prolonged contact, but so would pretty much anything. And besides, blue smudged cuticles and tinted elbows aren't going to particularly impress anybody in battle, even if you take the time to assure them that it's genuine Celtic woad. And to the other common belief, that of high Celts running around. Woad is not a strong hallucinogen. It's a mild psychotropic at best. Reports of woad-induced ancient battle or / modern festival madness must have, to my mind, been greatly exaggerated. Pagan types collect your people, perhaps. All in all, the only practical possibility is that woad was used on the battlefield as a possible wound cauterizing agent on account of its highly astringent properties. It's a nice thought for those of us who are proud of our quote unquote Celtic heritage. And I use that term in the academic sense, please understand that. Being able to use the same materials or techniques as our ancestors to look the same or perhaps even produce the same effects. I can see why it can be difficult to give up on. Even if the actual evidence or effect achieved is disappointing at best, and at worst, somewhat risky in the hands of the inexperienced. A possible alternative to woad or copper, which would also have been available at the time, is iron. Julius Caesar, when commenting on early Celtic tribes, said that they had designs carved into their faces by iron, end quote. Iron could possibly be used to produce a blue colored ink or dye if handled by an expert, but don't try this at home, folks. However, with the sheer beauty of the Celtic art and wonderful tattoo artists that are available now, I'd be encouraging the use of these to connect with or emulate the warriors of old, rather than the crude inks that they employed. After all, the Celtic people were nothing if not highly adaptable. If they had the kind of high quality ink that we have available to us now, I seriously doubt that copper filings or woad would even get a look in. So some of the resources that I drew on from this essay would be Philip Freeman, War, Women and Druids, and the Encyclopedia of the Columbia University Press. And then a quote from Julius Caesar is Commentary de Bello Gallico. This is why I don't read Latin, folks. Sorry, apologies. Circa 55 BCE, before Common Era. You can support this work on patreon.com/Irish Pagan School. And this article first appeared, the first North American publication was in Tattoo Review magazine, and the first Canadian publication was Celtic Heritage magazine. Then, as I said, it's been on my blog and incredibly popular all through the years from, well, this version of my blog in January 2018. I hope that's been useful to you folks, and slán go fóill, and I will see you in the next video.